Hello again, YouTube. It is 6:39 p.m. Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. Amazingly, the iPhone is still going, but it was struggling, still at 1%. It was struggling for me to pull that down to see the time and date. So, yeah, I it's pretty much useless at this point. I was able to do one last useful thing on my way out of Ross with it. I was able to determine that the next Route 75 at a stop that was right next to me, by the way, wasn't coming until 6:55. So, yeah, that won't get me to Amazon on time. I mean, I don't know how long it takes to get from here to Roosevelt Street, but there's just no way. I mean, I need to be to Roosevelt Street before 6:55 if I'm going to make it to the warehouse on time. So, yeah, I would, at this point, I'm close enough, like I would probably be down to use an Uber to get from here to Amazon, but I don't have enough juice on my iPhone to launch Uber, and on top of that, I don't have any service at the moment on this phone. By the way, I'm shooting, in case you couldn't tell from the spectacular quality video, I'm shooting on my UMX Obamaphone. Yeah, sidewalk just ended there, squeezed me down, like the cars. I guess there was a way to cross my foot there, but it wasn't really obvious or visible from where I was walking. This looks like McDowell Road. So, well, it also looks like a gap, so I'm going to cross right here. Kind of got lucky there. The Mesa RV. Buy your next home here, because you can't afford to actually buy a home that comes with property under it, but you can maybe live in one that has wheels under it. I've been seriously considering when I get myself back on track, because if I can stick out this Amazon thing just for, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, that's it. 6 months, that's the magic time. I think it's 3 months to the first $1,000 of the $3,000 signing bonus, and then 6 months to the other $2,000. So if I keep my eyes on that prize and focus as much of that money as possible on paying down my credit card balances, that way I'm not pissing away so much money every month. Oh, this guy's on rollerblades. That's awesome. I haven't seen somebody. He looked pretty damn awkward on those blades. But props to him for a lost form of alternative transportation. You know, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on my vlog. Oh, by the way, I want to finish the thought about the credit card thing. Yeah, so if I can focus on the next 6 months, putting as much money as possible into knocking down my credit card balances, then I can have considerably less interest money going out and interest every month, because that's just basically setting money on fire. I mean, the alternative is letting my credit get set on fire, my FICO score get set on fire, and yes, deal with it, Dave Ramsey. I do worship at the altar of FICO, because that's how it works in the real world when you're not wealthy like you are. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, and I've been thinking really seriously about when that time comes, and hopefully it'll be like the last time I made big strides, you know, I was working for Lime and had money coming in, and made big strides on my credit card balances. My FICO jumped up a lot. So when that happens, it's, as much as I like to be frugal and buy used and rebuild stuff, it's really tempting to finance a new RV. It's really, really tempting. I don't know what all's involved in that, but I think it's something I definitely should look into. Anyway, what I was gonna go on another really worthwhile tangent. I forgot what the fuck it was. Oh, I remember now. Poorly designed sidewalk right there. This light is 79th Avenue, so I feel like I'm pretty much on time for getting to work on time. At the risk of completely oversharing, I really need to take a dump, and I don't feel I have time to do that until after I clock in. So, yeah, I will be pooping on Amazon's time, not my own. Speaking of Amazon time, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, especially after you're blocking the sidewalk, kind of feel for that guy, because at what point is he blocking the sidewalk? Phoenix has designed that curb to where it's heavily recessed from the road. I'm not sure if that is for the purpose. I don't know. I'd love to meet the traffic engineer that changed the curb forms in Phoenix from being right adjacent to the street to having to walk around a curve and then be so far recessed from the street. I suspect the mentality of that was cars could pull ahead of pedestrians to look at oncoming traffic and then turn onto the street, and pedestrians could safely walk behind the one car trying to get in the street, which makes sense, although it's kind of shitty that pedestrians have to do an additional walking detour when walking takes so much longer than driving, and so much physical energy. Hey, I'm at 79th Avenue parking right already. Never come to it from this angle. This is kind of neat. And there's no pedestrian access on this side, because of course there isn't. But then again, why would anybody be walking in this parking lot other than me just trying to take a physical shortcut to work? And security probably thinks I look like somebody that's suspicious going through the lot getting ready to vandalize some cars, which is not my goal at all. I think that is the bus I would have normally arrived on, right there. Right there in front of me. I hope y'all can see it. This phone shoots such a god-awful video. Maybe I'll get there in time to wave at the driver. Oh, nope, he just turned off his light. Oh, I turned it back on. I really want to get close enough to wave at him, because this particular driver, the I-10 West outbound, leaves downtown at 6:11 p.m. It's got to be that bus. It's almost always the same driver. And my first experience with him was pretty memorable, because I had got on the I-10 East, and then I did a death sprint for like a block and a half. So I stepped on his bus just completely out of breath and out of additional fare. And the guy was just cool about it. He's just like, let me swipe my card and sit down and catch my breath. And my story of what I did was pretty believable, just by virtue of how out of breath I was. And this is not on service, though. I don't know. It kind of puzzles me a little bit, because it would seem like he would need to go on to the next stop there at the Desert Ridge Park and Ride. Anyway. No, that's not him. Oh, I'm out of breath. And we got a maintenance vehicle here. It looks like the cleaning crew to clean this bus stop. This bus stop is always exceptionally clean. Always, always, always. I wonder if I got enough juice left on my iPhone to check the time, or if it's finally given up the ghost. 6:48. Yeah, wow, I made it to work on time. That's pretty miraculous. So I'm down to my last 50 seconds on the 10-minute limit of this, so I should probably wrap it up. I was getting ready to tell the story about when I regularly commuted by rollerblade, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to beat that out in 35 seconds. So suffice it to say, one of these days when I'm walking and rambling, I'll probably see somebody on rollerblades and break into story about what it was like to be a rollerblade commuter. And suddenly that sounded like a really great idea right now. I'm not going to lie. It really is. Anyway, I got 17 seconds. I better wrap this up. Looks like I'm getting to work on time. It's kind of exciting. There goes the rapid back to wherever the rapid goes. And anyway, thanks for coming with me on the ride. This has been a pretty intense one, but I'm making it to work on time, so yay me.